Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sideline, their head coach. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Offense making their way out. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up and see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 6 carries, 61 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
On play action, McCarthy. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get out. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Ready? Go!
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Throwing now, Gabriel. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To the air with McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Give them 32 on the play.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. And remember, the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd and goal from the 1. get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Let's go now.
Throwing is McCarthy. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Rose. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Shamar Stewart just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning down Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Right back to him on first down. And some room to work. Yeah, he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll go again with Reynolds. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Third and 5.
Right now, boys. Let's go. Viking 18.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again. An
excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rivera. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, it's Rivera. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Here's Gabriel. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air is Gabriel. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. At the 60.
10th of play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but already some big-name teams with big early tests. Will they pass or fail? Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And this is the Lions wideout. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And check it out, it's Breece Hall. 54 yards to the house. The Bears are into the win column. They get the victory here in week 3. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is the home team running back. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Blues get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Ooh, the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rivera. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Cowboy 80. Gillette. Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Ready.
Gabriel looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
McCarthy off the play fake. To the sideline and incomplete.
Play has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Pass caught right side by Loveland. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Harmon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this an 8-point game within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Okay, ready? Red! 18 Cardinal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's into the clear again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Up the middle they go. Rose. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
3 plays and out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He has had a whale of a game. In the 3rd quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 7. 70, hop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 249 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go, 80.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rivera. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw, Gabriel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, come on. 6, Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
He may go. Touchdown, Vikings. Colston Loveland, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rivera. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 52-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend.